Hello everyone, Galidorn back again, playing Raid Shadow Legends. So, we are in the midst of CVC, but that's not the what I'm going to be focusing on today. This video is going to be about no FOMO in the game.
FOMO. Legitimately, what would we do without it?
And specifically for no FOMOs in fusions. Current CVC does factor into this, however, as I am using a lot of resources that I could use in any future fusion, because I'm not undergoing this fusion right now. But I'm doing it for the overall good of the clan, and of course it's personal reward, so, you know, I'm not that angelic. I get a lot of nice shit for myself. So, however, before we get into the meat of the matter today, I'm just going to go in and tie up a few things, and the first thing is going to be something that is sort of tied to what we're talking about. It is about the mod fragments, because I do have some extra fragments here lying around from past stock fusion, and belts, which I think was a deck of fate. So right now I'm going to get myself some chests here, and it's going to be a bit of a curiosity for me because I have not pulled any chests since I picked up mod, and picking up mod is something that I'll get to later on in the video. So this is going to be to see if you actually still get mod fragments, which means that you work towards getting her dupe. First of all, I'll exchange all my frags for stock and for belts. There we go, got 14 chests, so I do believe, yes, it'll allow me to take 10 of them. There we go, and yes, you still get mod fragments, so this system works towards getting a dupe for mod. Didn't get anything else that is really all that cool. Some 3- and 4-star chickens, some of the stuff could have been better.
Trash, bro.
So that's kind of disappointing. So anyway, mystery solved for me anyway, you get more mod fragments. So if anyone out there was wondering, on the other side of the mountain of getting mod, yeah, you still get more mod fragments. Maybe they'll change that in the future once a lot of people get mod. Maybe they'll put in, you know, another champion that you can get. But that's how it stands right now. Also, I wanted to open these on camera, just to be curious what we got here. Oh, that was for my Alice thing. So I think I'm going to collect that right now. It's a 1-day expiry, so why not? But these compensation gifts for game issues. Interested to see what I'm going to get. Okay, so I got a gem, and okay, so there are a couple of gems for the relics. Thought it was going to be crafting materials. And then finally, before we get into things, the last Classic Arena takedown finished a few hours ago, and I really battled it out with this guy here, Ziarko 101. I think he went to bed or went to work or something, and he thought he had me clearly beat, and he thought that his top spot was in the bag, because at the point that he stopped adding, he was like, I don't know, 300 or 400 points in the lead, but I kept at it, and I actually made it into plat for a while, and came out on top with these event dungeon relic fragments. So just claim that, and I'm curious, might as well use them all, use this, see what comes out on this sort of mishmash. Rod of Blasphemy, so not really much. Receives 2 less damage. Okay, let's keep it for now. I'm keeping all my relics for now. I'm not using them to rank up or anything, because I want to get at least all my champs that I use kitted out with at least 1 relic. So there's that. So like I said before, since I'm passing on this fusion, and I'm definitely in a rebuilding phase on the account after the past crazy couple of months, culminating in the acquisition of Noel, Nick, and Maud over the Christmas fusion. Then picking up 5-star souls for Noel and Armand's in my last couple of videos. And after that, has, as you can see, especially in terms of shards, virtually taken everything from the account that I would use to do fusions.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing! You're so stupid!
As you see here, yeah, very low on the gems, very low on the silver, at least for what I'm used to. So the rebuilding of resources has begun. But of course, the current fusion came way too quickly for me to even consider attempting it for real. So the Mad Hatter fusion, yeah, this one again dropped like immediately without warning again. I mean, Raid has been doing that quite a lot lately, haven't it? That's okay though. I think the Mad Hatter, though a decent champ, is quite niche in what he does, and is not something pressing for the account right now, as I'm looking to develop some of the new champs that I've picked up since they are factoring very heavily into future plans. I'm patiently waiting, which I always say I will do, but not actually do all the time. So speaking of the new champs, even though I didn't mention in my second last video, where I had the crazy luck of pulling the 4 legendaries, I'll put that link here. Turns out 2 more of them besides my second Foley were also former fusion champs. I didn't realize it when I was making the video.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
They were Krila and Brachus. So then I also remembered that I had mentioned previously making a dedicated video showing all the former fusions that I have actually pulled from shards. So since I'm not doing this fusion, and not feeling FOMO about it, and like I said, doing a lot of the CVC, I'll just go and pick up all these right now. And I think I'll run some Sand Devil, because I do believe it's boosted for CVC. Yeah, my Sand Devil is not all that advanced. I need to work on it. But anyway, I will endeavor to see where I can progress for CVCN in the tournament. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So since I'm not doing this fusion, and not feeling FOMO about it, I figured what a better time to do something to promote the whole no FOMO message of the channel.
Shut your mouth. I will not let you ruin this for me.
So I'm going to go over every fusion champ from raids past that I have pulled directly from shards. Ha! I hear you scoff. Big deal. Lots of people pull dupes of fusions. Why do you think your shit is so sweet smelling?
You have got a very big nose.
Well, remember, I'm first and foremost free to play forever. All cards on the table, of course. I have to say, as I always have, that I'm actually 99.9% free to play. Since when I very first started playing the game, I bought that infamous first and only battle pass, and it was a cheap one at that. But I've not spent a penny on the game since. So if you're thinking that getting a Whirlwind Frostking way back in the day disqualifies me from flying the free-to-play banner, then so be it. Also, I'm no religious or fanatical player either. I don't use third-party apps or auto-clickers like RSL Helper or BlueStacks. Nor do I participate in the various Reddits and Discords that have grown up around the game. That's the big reason why I get so annoyed by the fact that raid devs use these platforms to make people aware of what's happening or going to happen in the game before, you know, the actual game itself. I do obviously watch many of the big raid CCs to get some ideas and to avoid reading through some of the novels. That have come out disguised as boss skill sets. That's about it. I play my game the way I do without much input or aid. The point here being is that any of you who have watched my videos, which is not very many, know that I never have a preponderance of shards, and I'm always concerned with shard management as a resource. So you would also know that from time to time I lose my head and become a complete idiot with it as well.
You won't be doing that again, now will you?
I only work on what the game gives me, which is what I believe is true for at least 80% of the people who play this game. Also, I did not start attempting fusions in the game until the Emic trunk card fusion, which was a few years into my playtime. Since up to that point I wasn't really into making the time commitment for them, nor did I think it was possible for me to get everything I needed in doing them, either. So this is all just a long-winded way of saying that what I'm about to discuss is something that could apply to anyone playing this game.
Rub Vaseline all over your hiney and tell you that it's special and different from everyone else's.
It's something that Plarium does not want people really considering as they employ their behavior psychology in enticing people to spend in the game.
It is beyond understanding and incapable of being put into words.
So without further ado,
Well, ooh-la-dee-da, Mr. Frenchman.
I'm going to go over a bit of my history with pulling fusion champs from shards, instead of going through the actual fusions.
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad tonight.
With a couple of exceptions that I will address when I get to them. Hopefully demonstrating the casual free-to-play mindset of putting aside the FOMO. Since I can't possibly remember the order in which I pulled my champs, of course, I'm going to go through them in the order of their fusion events, from the oldest to the newest. Shout out to hellhades.com as the reference I used here. He and his team are probably the best all-around source of information for raid, in my opinion anyway. Also, I pulled a number of these champs before I start recording videos, so whereas I do have some of them on video, obviously I do not have them all. And a number of them were fusions before I even start playing the game. First off is Foley. Now, not only have I pulled Foley, I recently just pulled a dupe of him, as you can see here. So I'm not going to count dupes in the total, but I am counting champs that I pulled even after doing the fusion for them. Or, as you'll see in one case, while I was doing the fusion for them. Next is Molly. Now, I think she was a fusion in the St. Patrick's Day in 2019, I think. I didn't start playing until 2020, so she was already in the game by the time I came along. So Molly, very good champ. I mean, the AoE provoke. I've been using her a bit more in my second and third Hydra teams, trying to get something going there, and with the revive. So very, very valuable champ. Then there's Brachus. Brachus came in my second to last video, where I actually pulled 3 fusion champs, including the aforementioned Foley. I didn't actually realize it until after making the video. I didn't comment on the fact that I had pulled 3 fusions in one. Ooh, oh.
Name your favorite dinosaur. Don't even think about it. Just name it. Ready?
Velociraptor. Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to.
Good housekeeping.
Oh, another legendary. Jeez, and it's Creela Witcharm.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Look at that body. I work out.
Oh, and another legendary, and Brachus.
Shut up! He's had this coming for a long time now!
And he was Halloween. I'm pretty sure that was 2019 as well. Then, of course, there's Rotos. Now, Rotos is in contention on my account for being probably the MVP champ of my account. He's definitely in the top tier of my account, as he is in the top tier of all champs. Many people forget that Rotos was actually a fusion, coming in with his companion, Sifi, who I'm still looking for, by the way. Next up is Killian the Lucky. Not too much to say about Killian. Haven't used him, as you can see, still 50 here. Would like to use him, I guess. Just have not had him in the right priority, getting other champs and whatnot to boost him up and rank him up.
I wish you were here now, you know. This waiting is like making me mental.
So he kind of sits there now as possibly something for the future, I don't know. He has helped in certain cases in Curse City. You can make the case for a lot of them. Then, of course, is Creela Witcharm, who I'm taking this advantage of the CBC, as you can see here, to get her ranked up and to go with that soul that I had on my last video. So I'm excited to see where I'm going to use her. Then we have Druckle the Gaunt. Yeah, Druckle, a lot of people consider him kind of underwhelming, I guess. And yeah, not a top tier champ, but he does take the lead on my Ogren Tribe's faction wars team. So he has been functional for me ever since I got him in that role. Also, again, Curse City, he's someone who can step in with that shield on his A3 for the Scarab King when you need him. Next in line is the big old sausage himself, Vergamkar. Now, I'm going to mention Vergamkar in connection with another champ, Wixwell. Now, why am I doing this? Wix came well after Vergamkar. Well, these two actually came together on an extra Lego pull. There we go. Nice. And
I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt.
oh, the sausage. And who's my extra? Who's my extra?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck. I stepped in shit.
Of course, Wixwell is a champ that I did do the fusion for. Then I pulled him. And this kind of goes hand in hand with what I've said many times before about pursuing mod chests from frag fusions when you feel you don't want or need the actual fusion champ. Because now I have Mod, who I pulled from the chests over the Christmas events. Long time for this one, everyone. Welcome, Highmother Maud. Yes. Excellent, here we go.
And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud.
And I'm using the current CBC to finally develop. And why do I say this? Because my intent is to pair her with both Wixwells to try for a 1-key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team. Next up, we have good old Sigmund of the High Shield. Now, all cards on the table again. I haven't used this guy, even though I should. I mean, his kit is really, really good. I should be putting him into my Hydra team. I don't know why I'm not. I guess I kind of always forget that I have him. Anyway, again, very decent champ. And I think I could put him to work for me. Maybe after making this video, I will. Going forward, we have Helicath. Now, this champ is another dupe pull. But interesting enough, I was not going for his fusion. but I pulled him on the very last night of it. Seriously, there was like one remaining activity about to finish. I think it may have been something to do with boosted summons with only a few hours remaining, and I pulled him. I pulled the second one sometime later and built both, and they've become a cornerstone of this account. He is part of my main, at least up to now, arena defense team, which I call the Frozen Wall. I pair him up with Drang, Tormund, and Mithrala. And it's a very nasty team to come up against as a Go second team. I also put the two of them together on my Iron Twins 15 farm, which I'll also link here, which has been extremely beneficial to the account. So as I've said in the past, if you pull a second Helicath, build both for sure. This is a champ that you'd want to build both of them. Now we come to the champ who might seriously be the MVP of this account. I use this guy everywhere. As I said, in my main PvP arena defense, like I said, up till now, because I'm thinking of maybe switching over to Nick and Noel teams. We'll see how that all pans out. But as of right now, he's like the main lead man in my PvP defense, both the classic arena and in a tag team. So not only is he strong for me in PvP, but PvE. You've seen various times in other videos I've made, he's on a number of teams that I use. Anywhere you want burns to be going out, this is the dude. Could definitely be considered as the best HP burner in the game.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Moving right on to Lonatharo. I haven't used him as much as I would like, but I want to see where I can work him in a bit more. Again, you know, a champ that came in, people kind of crapped on him, but not bad at all, really. He's got some utility with his shield skill here. Very useful against the Scarab King. Maybe some utility in Hydra. Starting to sound like a broken record with that shit.
Shut up!
Now we come to the big Snake Dragon dude. Probably the champ that I was most excited ever to pull on video was this guy.
Oh, and it is, oh my God. Holy shit!
And he has been a big boost to the account across the board in a number of different areas. And the thing was, this was a champ that if I had been of the mind thinking that I could do fusions, because I just kind of dismissed myself as unable to even to attempt fusions back when he came out.
Le who? The her.
This was a champ that I would have gone for, and if a champ like him comes out again, probably would go for.
Hey everybody, it's me, the champ.
In a fusion. But having said that, I didn't go for him. Kind of like his partner in crime I see a lot in tag team, the mighty Uko, who also was a fusion. And I've been desperately trying to get Uko to go along with this guy. So yeah, I'm not telling you, don't go for fusions, because every now and then one comes along that, oh yeah, it really boosts you and change your the way you play the game. And I think that this guy's one of them. Now moving on to the next one.
Well, we're moving on now.
Jetney the Giant.
It's ma'am. It is ma'am.
And she came on possibly one of the more improbable pulls I've ever done. I got that on video too. Since I pulled both her and her companion, Algor, in back-to-back 10 pops, the same summoning. Oh, and it is Algor. Okay. I do not have Jetney the Giant. Wow, that was unexpected. Okay. I'm happy with getting Algor. So this is going to be my last 10 pull, my last ancient shards. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Wouldn't it be nice if the Valkyrie popped up, huh? Summon chance now, but it is a... No way. Really? I pulled Alsgor in the previous 10 pull, and then I pull his partner Jetney after saying I don't have Jetney. That is bizarre. That's bizarre, guys. But honestly, of the two, I've been using Alsgor more. He has more utility for me than Jetney. I tried to bring in Jetney and my Barbarian faction crypt, and yeah, she worked for a time. But then I removed her once I got Thor. I thought she was going to be my big damager paired with Alsgore, and not really. But Alsgore, because of his protection, his abilities, has actually been the better champ for me. Honestly, don't use Jetney that much. Now we're getting up to some champs that are more recent fusions and more recent pulls. Blizzard the Howler, I believe he came on the heels of the Tormund Yuletide event, the Chase for Tormund. I think he was the Christmas fusion last year, if I recall correctly. But I've been trying to work him in, and now that I have Nick and Noel, I think I have some options for some crazy freeze type teams. Excited to try him out in Arena, especially since I'm working on Yakarl. Because I said even though in the middle of CBC now, my clan was a clan of one for quite a long time. So even though I've played for a while, it was just me on my own and my clan trying to get up for the Yakarl fragments. But since I've started this clan a little while ago, we've been progressing nicely. I'm about to get Yakarl, well, not about to, I'm halfway there. Trying to work my Blizzard into my Fire Knight Hard team, the ephemeral Fire Knight Hard team I keep talking about, discussing, but never actually, get anywhere with. Again, very, very interesting champ, especially with that whole thing where he takes 3 times to kill him before he actually goes down. So someone I think that will be interesting for me going forward in future. Now finally, we get to what was probably the most outrageous pull I've ever done on camera.
Outrageous! Outrageous!
Gretel Hagbane. So I say it was an outrageous pull in that I had started to do the Halloween fusion this past year for her, and I pulled her on the very first day of her fusion. You can see it here. Here we go. Come on, give me a legendary. Everything sucks so far. Oh, and here it is. What is it?
Hey, bitch! What the fuck?
Okay, so I guess I'm not doing the fusion then. I don't know what to say. Fusion is done. There you go. Fusion is done. Now, poor old Gretel, actually, yeah, haven't found a use for her at all. Because she's really great if you pair her with, of course, her companion champion, Hansel.
Hansel?
But as I lamented in past videos, Hansel was virtually unattainable in the way they tried to hand him out. So honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to find much of a use for Gretel going forward. Sorry for the skinny little bitch who hunts the witch, but that's the sad truth of that matter. Oh, and I almost forgot, sorry about this, another fusion champ that I pulled, Bambus 4-leaf, he actually came out before Blizzard the Howler. Anyway, kind of forgettable I guess because I had no interest in going for Bambus whatsoever in his fusion. But now that I have him, though still weird, it might not be as useless as I first thought. This was also a bit of a bizarre pull in that I got him as an extra legendary with the login champ UDK, who of course I already had. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we get something on the last one. Come on, let's go, let's go. Yes, all right. What do we got here?
You can't keep getting away with it!
I'm the big fat panda.
Oh my god, really? Another fusion? And who we got here? It's
Look at my pony on behind! Pony on behind! Pony on behind! Pony on behind!
So, what is the message in all this? Don't get me wrong. It does not discourage you from doing any fusions. They are a big part of the game, for sure. And it's quite exciting, and interesting when you're pursuing someone that you really want. The message is, you don't need to do them all. And can certainly be selective for the ones you want to do, and certainly can be patient in waiting with your resources for something that may come along in the future, that you may really want or need. I mean, case in point, this current fusion that's going on for the Mad Hatter. I mean, would I like to get him? Sure, but, I had all the resources sucked out that I was not able really to go after him, so I'm not really feeling bad that I'm not going after him. I don't think he'd be that much of a boost to the account. And who knows, I might just pull him. Because you never know when one might pop out of some random little piece of those pixels we all get excited about. So anyway guys, that's my take on Raid and the fusions and the things that they do and the FOMO they try to create. And again, stressing once more my message that I've preached as casual free-to-play from almost day one. is no FOMO, and that this video might help you a little bit in resisting this phenomenon of human psychology. Let you relax and enjoy the game as a fun bit of distraction it should be in your daily life. Since life can be stressful enough as is, you don't need for the things you do to escape from it to be. So having said that, I hope all your guys' life is relatively stress-free these days. Hope you are enjoying the game. Hope all is well with you, your friends, and family. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.